行一チャンネルフォルツァスタイルロック福田の腕時計魂。
And this is why this carbon fiber is around close to 70% of carbon, and then you have the resin. So many collectors are talking about that piece for the comfort. And this is due to the titanium case, the titanium movement, the shape of everything. You know, the movement is in titanium.
今コレクションの中で一番高級モデルに。
But the full polish and beveling, you know, on titanium is a real métier d'art. You know,
今日は
日進堂さんですよね、こちら。
日進堂銀座本店に来ておりまして、ローマンゴティエさんのサロンができたということで、それをご紹介いただけるということで、片見さんです。
よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。
日進堂銀座本店片見と申します。
はい、
じゃあよろしくお願いします。
離れちゃった。
来てください。
よろしくお願いします。
お願いします。
はい、お楽しみに。ということで2階に上がってきたんですけれども、そもそもね、銀座の日進堂さん、僕はもうね、もう20年以上前からお付き合いあるんだけど、だけどうちのほら動画でご紹介するのは初登場、実は日進堂さんについて、ちょっとどんなお店なのかという。
弊社創業がもう明治時代130年以上続く老舗の時計店なんですけれども、今回リニューアルに際しまして、いろいろなブランドを手前ども扱ってきたんですけれども、新たなチャレンジとして、独立時計師のブランドを多く取り扱いを始めました。でその中でも、やはりローマンゴティエ、これからを見据えて本当に独立時計師の中でも今外せない方ですので、その方と一番大きなパートナーシップを組んで、日本初の、世界で2番目のサロンという形でオープンさせていただいた次第でございます。
なるほどね。2階と3階がその今回のサロンなんで、ここが
そうですね、リビングルームという形で、実際ローマンゴティエさんの工房がこのスイスの重慶国の湖のほとりにあるんですけれども、その昨年25年に新しいローマンゴティエブランド専用の工房が出来上がりまして、そこの新工房にありますリビングダイニングルームを忠実に再現しております。
こんな感じなんですね。
もうまさしくこのローテーブルからソファー、そしてオーディオ機器ですとかアートすべて実際スイスからローマンゴティエさんのチョイスで。
そういうしつらいなわけなんだ。
先だって私も実際にローマンゴティエの工房を見学させていただいたんですけど。
そうなんですか。
はい。
いいな。
羨ましい。
実際にマニファクチュールの磨きを行う工房の真上にですね、お客様をお迎えできるようなリビングダイニングルームのしつらいがございまして、でそちらは実際ワンフロアなんですけれども、それを2つにリビングとダイニングに分割をして2階がリビング、3階がダイニングという形で本当に忠実に。
そういうことになってるわけですね。
すごい素敵な空間で、きっとゴティエさんのこだわりがいっぱい詰まってる感じですよね。
はい、3階です。
また素敵な空間ですね。
こちらが2階がリビングで3階がダイニングという形で、ダイニングまさしくローマンさんの指定にあったような
こんな感じでした。温暖地な感じ。
全く同じような作りですね。
素敵なのね。
でこちらのカウンターの方には時計の本だったり、
古い工作機。
そうです。もう100年以上前の工作機械ですね。
これはどちらから持ってきたんですか。
これもスイスのその工房からローマンさんが持ってきていただきまして、
見どころだらけですね。
そうですね。実際こちらでお飲み物をお飲みになりながらお時計もご覧いただけるような。
そういうのも使えるんですね。
そうですね。そういったお使い方もできるように。
すごい贅沢。さらに贅沢だね。
実は今日特別にローマンゴティエさんご本人が来日されてまして。
やったね。ぜひ
また直接お話も伺っていただきたいなと思いますので、ご案内させていただきます。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
ローマンゴティエさん。
ご本人が登場ですね。
お久しぶりです。
お久しぶりです。
昨年のだから
8月ですかね。
20周年、
はい、
ブランド20周年の時にご家族でお見えになっていて、今回はご家族はいらっしゃってないんですか？
No, not that time.
で、なんかもう本当に素敵なサロンが出来上がって、このスイスに次ぐ日本が2つ目っていうふうにお聞きしてるんですけれども、このなんていうのか、サロンっていうのは、他のブティックと違うなんかこうどこがスペシャルなのかっていうのをちょっと教えていただけますか？
Congratulations. For me, I started, to discover after years and meeting collectors and to listen about us from outside. I started to realize that a lot of people were waiting and thinking about, but we see the watches, we see all of that, but who is that guy? Who is Roman? And I would say I started to understand that I have maybe to show a little bit more about me. That was not my main kind of things, but I started to realize that Romain, you collectors and the rest of the people who are interested wants to know more about your personality, who you are, what you like, what is your, who you are, basically. So I will say the salon and I will say those kind of space are truly related about that who I am. The taste that I have. I will say, I could live here, and this is one of the real things that is important for me, is to bring, an environment, an atmosphere that is related to me, and that collector can understand more about who I am. So for me, for example, the fact of the music is really part of my childhood. It started, I would say, the interest with the music listening. I started that. I was really adept, I will say, to the Walkman back to that time. Like the Sony, the Panasonic, and all of this. So why the music is important for me is also because when I started to decide about what to do in my life, I was so attracted, with music listening, that I started the technical school in the Vallée de Joux in electronic. And I was thinking about to do maybe my own speakers and amplifiers. But after 6 months, I discovered that the electronic was too abstract for me, and I was good using my hand. And this is why, I turned, my education with the precision mechanic. That is, the base of a technical school. You start every kind of education that you do with the hands, with the mechanical things, and I liked that. So it's why, I was switching after that, to the precision mechanic, and from the precision mechanic to the watchmaking.
まるちゃんね、すごいね、我々ね、このアートというか、
そう素敵、気になりますよね。
これはなんかこうテーマというか、ゴティエさんの。
Like the music, I'm very open-minded. I'm not just selective about one type of things, and I still have, that appetite in a way to appreciate multiple kind of things, and art is part of this. From I like artists very classical, like all of the most famous painters and artists that everybody knows, for example. But at the end of the day, you also have to realize what could you afford. And one of the things that I liked with a more, I would say, kind of refreshing art, like pop art, like street art, for example, they are also a little bit more accessible. I started to be, also open-minded and interested about that type of new artists. Most of them like living artists. And yes, so for example, here we have, the Julien Marinetti, with a panda. So they are like bronze. That after that, the artist will work on the bronze in every time in a different way. You know, sometimes you have the bronze who appears, for example, here. You see, like here, you see the bronze. And then after that, you know, applying, you know, the different techniques. Yeah. What I like, you know, mainly with, I will say, artists, is when those artists, they have their own identity. I like, you know, when artists create something that you can recognize. If you see once, you will recognize every time, you know. And this is the true, I would say, for me, creativity. You know, is when an artist is able to bring something that has a real identity, a real DNA, and a real creation. So there is different artists that you know, represent in a certain way here that I personally appreciate, and Julia Marinetti is one of those artists.
話は尽きないんですけれども、そろそろ上もっていうふうに指示が出てます。
そうですよね。時計もまだ見てないし。はい。じゃあお願いします。
はい、3階に。
はい。
3階にもね、こだわりのアートとか。
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. None of the, like for example, Mr. Brainwash. You know, this is really one of the artists that I truly appreciate. You know. I would say collecting art is also, like I have explained, like I discovered that people want to understand who I am, you know, and not just, you know, what we are doing. And I do exactly the same with art, you know. For me, it's important to know who is behind. So the same reflection that a lot of people did from me, I'm also doing that with artists. And for example, Mr. Brainwash is such a fantastic person. You can have a research on video about him. He's a smiley person, so positive, and enjoying, you know, his life and all of that, which is fantastic. And this is a reflect, you know, of all of his art, like, you know, like follow your dreams, never give up. I would say a lot of sentences. And Mr. Brainwash is one of the pioneers in terms of how to mix like pop and street arts, you know, into painting. Exactly. And I truly appreciate him, and same as I said, if you see once, you will recognize him very easily.
アーティストのね、お人柄もちゃんと知った上で、はい、それもなんだろう、こう感謝しつつ、集めてらっしゃる。
コラボモデルとか。
本当ですね。コラボレーションモデルかな。本当。ということで時計がね登場しましたけど。
As you know, my background is related with the precision mechanics. And it means, you know, I understand a bit more about metal than a regular person. And for me, you know, the titanium, as you know, is one of the metals that I really appreciate. You know, from doing bicycling when I was young, with the aluminum frame, then become, you know, the titanium frame, which was, you know, like the most expensive and nice, like for example with Colnago, the Italian brand. And then something arrived in the competition, I would say industries in a certain way, the carbon fiber. And the carbon fiber is today present on every kind of things, you know, like bicycling, cars, sailing, aircraft, everywhere. So the carbon fiber is also, it's not a metal, but it's, I will say, something that is part of our evolution. So the evolution in the world has the carbon fiber clearly, you know, behind. And I was waiting, you know, for me, you know, to meet, I will say, the people who could do the real carbon fiber. Because as you know, there is no regulation to call carbon fiber or what you want. So that companies that we work with the Carbonium, Lavoisier Composite.
Carbonium?
Yeah, it's a French company, Lavoisier Composite. And they are related, I will say, with the industry of carbon fiber related to aerospace for like airplanes, exactly. So those engineers, from that industries, has developed a company, and they reduce in a certain way, the dimension of the carbon fiber to be able to fit smaller parts. And this is why, this carbon fiber is around close to 70% of carbon, and then you have the resin. Yes, and this is, you cannot have like 100% of carbon fiber, because the flakes, they need to fix together. So you need to have a percentage of resin. And this is why, this is probably the highest percentage of carbon fiber that you can find in the market, that you can really call true carbon fiber. Exactly. And the carbonium is the most technical, is the one that is used in this closely identically with the airplane that we all take when we travel, and we believe about it's safe and nothing will happen. So this is the carbon fiber that is here.
Can I touch?
For sure, with pleasure.
カーボンファイバーで軽い。
びっくりするぐらい軽い。
すごい。インデックスがグリーンですね。あれグリーン前もありましたっけ？
Yes, absolutely. This is the first time, I like colors, you see. So this is something that is part of me, and the green is not something that we have done, I would say, a lot. Here is more like a green, a bit more like sporty, on that sense. And the carbon fiber edition is available with like orange, blue, green, yellow, red. So this is a little bit more colorful. It's full lumen blocks.
Oh, it's lumen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, it's full lumen. Yeah. So the particularity is, for example, we have placed some also plates of carbon fiber. So not just to do like the regular Geneva waves. Here we have the carbon fiber inset in the bridges. So it gives a touch of differentiation. But also, that I also know why no brands are doing that, because it's truly expensive to do it. So, like the movement with the carbon fiber inset here, this is like, I don't know many brands who are doing that, and it's not just a small kind of thing. It's something that I truly understand why almost nobody does that. But it gives so much more, I don't know. Energy and feeling and identity, not just about the case, but also about the movement. And I really like that.
やっぱり削るのは大変なんですか？
I would say yes, because the carbon fiber is not that easy to machine. So the machining of the plates, the small parts of carbon fiber was not that easy, and it's part of the reason of the cost. The carbon fiber is very resistant. But it could also break, depending. So as we use like very thin, parts of carbon fiber, this was one of the issues. Yeah. But for example, the buckle here is also, the full carbon fiber, and also the pin. So even the pin is a carbon fiber pin. So same carbon. So details like the crown is also in carbon fiber. And,
流図もですって。
あ、そうなんだ。
So as you know me, I don't like like just the superficial things. I like when you start to see the piece, you see a lot of details, and there is a lot of things that you don't necessarily understand as the first, but then you start to understand that there is many details. Yeah.
これは購入はどちらでできるんですか？
The carbon fiber, and especially the sea, but the future will be the same also. Is what we call a salon manufacture only.
ということは、
Yeah.
日本国内だとここだけ。
Yeah, we had to think about how to do that, but honestly, this place is also us. You see what I mean? It's with Neshindo, and it's was an incredible, evolution also for us, and this is why, we truly consider, that place with Nishindo as one of our salons. And the meaning that this piece is available here, it's for that, exactly. And will be the same, in the rest of the world, like in Geneva, like in Miami next year. This is.
そうだったんだ。はあ。はい。2本目。
We have one more piece here.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm very happy to be able to present for the first time in Japan a 39.5 C. The name, the C by romaingauthier, 39.5 titanium. And this is the how we reshape the design of the case with a smaller diameter. So 39.5 from the diameter, but we worked on the lugs to lugs. So the distance between this and this. And all of the purpose was really to create something that will fit much more type of wrist, smaller wrist. And for sure the comfort, which is one of the big point that we discover after the years with the C, that so many collectors are talking about that piece for the comfort. And this is due to the titanium case, the titanium movement, the shape of everything, and the rubber that is extremely comfortable. So that was for me, I will say, important to also have a smaller dimension, not just a 41 millimeters, but also a 39.5 in titanium. So this is going to be released with 3 colors. So small touches. Here you have the orange. It's going to be, we'll have the blue and also the pink. Exactly. So sapphire dial. So with a texture on top of the sapphire.
はい。
そうなんだ。
Lumen indexes.
スーパールーミノーバのインデックス、
はい
モノブロックのスーパールーミノーバのインデックス。
すごい。あ、そうなってるんだ。
ワクワク。
本当にミニストラップの影がね、こうチチって出る感じでね。あ、でもこれ本当に寸法にするとわずかなんだけれども、印象が随分違いますよね。こう小さくなってね。
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's why sometimes we only focus about the dimension of the watch. Means I will say the diameter, but in fact it's not only the diameter. The really important thing is also the way that the lugs are designed, shape or integrated will change completely. The comfort of the piece. So we work more and more also on the lugs design.
はい、つけてみてもいいですか？May I try it on?
Try it on.
Yes, it's better.
Wow, it is indeed very comfortable,
Wow.
よく
even
お
on
似合
my
いで
wrist. Ooh, I have to work hard. いや、私の手首でもね、39.5 ミリのこの、でも本当にこのキュッと、手首をハグするような作りになっているので、素晴らしいですね。
これ前からこうワンタッチのチェンジャブルでしたっけこれ？
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's a new introduction with that piece, and the same with the folding and the buckle. Here we can also have the quick.
今回この商品に合わせて初めて、クイックリリース、ストラップもピンバックルもクイックリリースがついてます。
じゃあちょっといろいろ付け替えが楽しめるんですかね。
So it's really to enjoy different colors of straps.
Correct, exactly. Yeah, and this is why I took care about to have like only on the dial like touch of color, like discreet. That after that anybody can switch the color of the strap, Yeah. So by the end of the year, for the moment, we have like the strap with the short, the standard dimension and the long, but we will also introduce the extra small, because we have also more and more women who are interested in watches, and we will also have the extra small strap.
これはブティック限定じゃなくて普通に。
This is not a boutique limited.
No.
Limited.
No, but this is going to be quite limited. Our vision is to produce around 60 pieces per year with this model
生産限定で
worldwide.
数が少ないからね、やっぱりこういうところに、
どこで買うかも大事だし。
そうここで買いたいな。
ですね。
So I think now we move to a different world.
Yes, absolutely.
Explain this, please.
Yes. So here we have the inside micro rotor, but the Squelette edition. And for the first time also we introduce with a bigger dimension. So the opposite, not 39.5, but here we have a 42 millimeters. Because we also have collectors who appreciate to have something a little bit more present on the wrist. Exactly. And we decided, I will say, to introduce 42 millimeters titanium, only available with the Squelette.
あ、これもチタンなんだ。こんなにビカビカなのに。ね。
So this is So this is how to say the piece that we consider like a state of the art in terms of hand beveling. The movement is in titanium.
これ今コレクションの中で一番高級モデルに。
But the full polish hand beveling, on titanium is a real métier d'art. That,
ゴティエさんの時計って最初からその面取りがものすごいじゃないですか。で、それのスケルトンってね、以前にインタビューさせていただいた時にその面取りのその職人さんっていうのを育てるのがすごく大変だってことをおっしゃってたんですけれども、それは何人かこう増えたんですか、工房で。
Still the same, not easy to find, people. So we have a new person who joined the team, for the excellence that we call, we say, that type of pieces. So today we have 4 dedicated person at the manufacturer to be able to do that level of hand beveling. Yeah. So it's coming from a big name, but we have to teach, train him, I will say again, until the point that he's going to be able probably to do that after maybe 1 year at least, in terms of training and working on the complex beveling. So this is one of the things that I see, and this is how I see the hand beveling today. There is like multiple kind of school. You see, like for example, the large, big beveling, but not necessarily with a complex shape, but very big, which is beautiful also. And that we also did, when I started with the Prestige HM, the HMS, it was with a large beveling also, the rounded beveling, bercé, and also with the sharp, And I will say, like for example, here with the inside squelette, this is what we can call the complex beveling, because the shape of the bridges is complex. There is, multiple sharp direction, angle, outside, inside. So I truly see, like different kind of school, but you don't see that many pieces today in the market with a complex hand beveling. You see beautiful beveling, large beveling, but not necessarily complex. And this is how I see, and when I'm talking about like the hand beveling like this is a métier d'art, because it truly is a métier d'art. You will not find 50 people in Switzerland able to do that. So at this level, for me, I'm also quite crazy about that, and I like that. I like the complexity, not just to have something simple. And we need to work on every every layers, you know, like large beveling, like I say, it's beautiful, we have to do that, but we also have, as a brand, to consider the complex beveling. And we have to continue to do that, even if it's like enormously time demanding. But we have to maintain, we have to preserve, you know, the complexity of hand beveling. Not just the beautiful and beveling large, but also the complex, beautiful, extremely beautiful, but complex hand beveling.
これダイヤルは隕石ですかね。これちっちゃいここ。
On this piece you have a
これ
メテオライト。
what kind of dial is it? Meteorite?
Yeah, blue meteorite, exactly.
Blue
Yeah.
meteorite.
そうだね。すごいね。
またそれも美しいですね。こう素材の。
Beautiful combination.
I think so. And with the beige strap, for example, like this, it's personal taste. So that's this piece is our piece at the manufacturer, and this is truly important, you know, to have. And we start, you know, since years, you know, to have our private collection, you know, at the manufacturer. And this piece, for example, is part of our private collection, which is really important when we have collectors who visiting us, you know, to show that what we are able to do. But it's why, you know, I personally choose, you know, like a blue meteorite with the beige strap with the titanium, and I think it fit perfectly. It's beautiful. We don't see that much of beige strap, and I really like it. Yeah. I had also a beige on a carbon fiber. It's also beautiful. Yeah.
いやでも本当にここがそのスイスに次ぐ2つ目の、まあサロン、ね、2つ目にね日本を選んでくださったっていうのは僕らすごく嬉しくて、
とっても嬉しいです。
それをぜひお伝えいただいて。
Absolutely. I'm extremely happy too, and honestly, you know, I have to thank Nishindo to give us, you know, also this opportunity. And this is absolutely fantastic with all of the work that was done with Swiss brands in Japan, and to get this opportunity and this proposal, you know, to be here. That was like. You know, like stressful and but at the end, truly a no-brainer. And yeah, it's just I will say an incredible evolution. I will say for us, and I will say I'm truly happy that we also have done that. You know, in Japan, I think Japan we have the best representation of our brand. Is in Japan. All of the retailers that we have in Japan, and I would say this new place, which is absolutely wonderful, with Nishindo, that was, like I say, an incredible opportunity to accept. And I'm extremely happy and proud to start that.
嬉しい嬉しい。
取材は今日はこれなんですけど、またプライベートでゆっくりお邪魔したくなりますよね。
でも本当に今までね何度もお会いして、お話をお伺いするたびになんかその作品に対するこう考え方とか熱い思いとかっていうのをそのたんびにこう教えていただいてはいたんだけれども、今回その第二の我が家っていうふうに、僕らもねそのスイスのその工房のところって行ったことはないんだけれども、同じだ失礼だっていうで、そのゴティエさんのこだわりのなんだろうな、そのこうアートであるとかこう調度品であるとかっていうのをご説明いただいた上で、改めてその時計についてお話を聞くと、なんかこう共通するなんかこう伝統と革新とか、その良い素材に対する思いとか、なんかその多分その先ほどのねこうつけ心地とかっていうのもなんかこう座り心地とかね居心地とかっていうのと多分同じなんだろうなっていうふうに感じると、この空間の中でゴティエさんに直接お話を聞くってすごく贅沢なことだけど、なんかすごいいい 時間が過ごせたなと思って、だから本当にゴティエさんの時計を欲しいっていう人たくさんいると思うんだけれども、できればこの空間でこう、日清堂の方にご説明いただいて、ああそういうことなんだっていうと、なんかこうなんだろうな、こう欲しい気持ちっていうのはさらに高まって、だからいいお店ができたんだなっていうふうに僕は思います。
そうですね。
後で
説明を
僕英語でちゃんとお話をするのが苦手なんで、でまたねカメラ止まった後自転車の話とかも
盛り上がりそう
ということで今日は本当にありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。